What's going on, peoples? How's everybody doing out there? I hope your Christmas was well. You guys had fun with the family. Uh, Hope Santa Claus brought you everything you wanted. I know we got something special. It was pretty cool. We got the Pac-Man. Eddie, what's going on, bro? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Palacio, Pony Boy. What's going on? What's going on? Uh, just wanted to give you guys an update on the dude that got the 110 years. Um, I guess they're gonna reduce the sentence to either 30 or 20, something like that. So, uh, Mr. Coach, Feliz Navidad. Good stuff, bro. I hope everything's going well for you out there. I hope you guys are making the money that you guys want. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that guy. Hey Vic, I got the arcade like your Pac-Man, but mine's is NBA Jam. I don't know what NBA Jam is, but I know my Pac-Man. It's cool, man. It's cool, Pac-Man and Galaga or Galaxia, something like that. Them were our games back in our days. You put a quarter in there and you play, and then you would cheat by putting a string and a tape on the quarter, and then just kind of just put it down there on the machine, and then as soon as it registers, you just keep pulling it, and you get a whole bunch of free games on their machines right there. So it was pretty cool, man. So, anyways, just giving you guys an update on the dude up there that got into that accident, 110 years. Uh, they made an announcement that I seen on the Asian Maya show that they're gonna reduce the sentence to 30 or 20 years. Fernie Flores, Merry Christmas, bro. So, is it a good thing? Not really, but uh, Alaska Trucker, what is going on, man? But it's does he deserve 110 years? No, he doesn't. Does he deserve 20 or 30 years? I think that's a fair sentence. And the reason why I think some people are not looking at it from a trucker's perspective is, well, some truckers are looking at it like he deserved 110 years. Me personally, I don't think he deserved 110 years. And the reason why I say that is because what if this incident happens again and say it's not the trucker's fault, but the next trucker gets another 110 years? So it's not right. It's not right. So 20 or 30 years, I'm good with that. I am good with that. Why? He has to take responsibility for the lives that he took, even though he didn't do it directly. It was done indirectly. I mean, it still falls on him because he should have been able to manage that truck. Um, if that truck was not functioning right, then he shouldn't have jumped in that truck. That's just the bottom line. He shouldn't have took that load. I know people are in need, but money's replaceable. As a truck driver, you can get a job anywhere, especially in these times. You can get a job anywhere, and you can make that money. But alive, A life is not replaceable. Once that life gets taken away, you can't replace that life. So, as a truck driver, I am good with 30 to 20 years for that youngster to take 30 or 20 years. 110 years, I just don't think that's fair. I think that's just somebody trying to make an example out of him, which is not cool. It's not cool at all. Accidents happen, and 110 years is not. It's not good for an accident. I could have seen if it was a crime. A crime is more like an intentional thing. Okay, give him 110 years, but it wasn't a crime. It was an accident. Uh, but again, I am good with 30 to 20 years. But understand this, for the people that are down for him to get 110 years, what if the next trucker goes by and they do the same thing to him? So don't take this as, negligence on him. Think about the future. So if they're willing to give this trucker 110 years, what are they going to give the next trucker? I'm hoping it doesn't happen again, but let's just say if it does happen again, you know, are they going to slap him with 110 years, as well? It's not right. It's not right at all. So, and by the way, I'll be honest with you guys, I did sign the petition, but I did not sign the petition for what the petition said, to get him released, to blame the company for all that. I did not sign the petition for that. I signed the petition to get attention to the case. You know, for somebody over there in Colorado to say, "Whoa, there's a lot of people signing this petition. We need to look into it." And I think all them signatures did wake people up. And it was a good thing. But I did sign the petition, but I don't agree what the petition was for. But my intention was just to get some attention, get somebody to look at this petition and say, wait a minute, what the heck is going on here? Which, I hope it does happen when that dude does get sentenced. I wish him luck. I wish him the best, the families as well. But 110 years, it was just a little too much. That's kind of way out there. It's for someone that's really trying to kill somebody. Give that son of a biscuit 110 years. Not someone like this guy. This guy was not intentionally trying to kill anybody. He just he didn't know how to get control over the truck. And that's where the fault falls on him. I mean, in my eyes, my opinion. Uh, again, fellas, if you are driving a crappy truck, I don't care if you're not going down the hill. I don't care if it's just a straightaway. I don't care if it's 2 miles away. If that truck is not functioning right, don't run that load, man. Don't get behind that wheel. At the end, you're going to pay for it, not the company. You are, because it's going to hit your license. And in order for you to make good money, in order for people to hire you, in order for you to get top pay, your license should be clean of any tickets, any accidents. I mean, protect that license with your life, because that's your moneymaker. There's a lot of people, excuse me, that send us emails, wanting to work with us, and then we run their license, and they have a speeding ticket, they have an accident, they have a point and a half, 2 points, and I just, especially accidents, I try not to hire people like that, because in my eyes, an accident means, the guy's not paying attention. Regardless of what the excuse is, accidents do happen, but that's just my opinion. That's the way I look at it. If you have an accident on your license, in my eyes, uh, you weren't paying attention. So protect that license. You worked hard for that license. You remember all that studying that you did for that freaking license? The pre-trip, the driving test, all that crap. You remember all that? Yeah, you worked hard for that license, so protect your license, people. If you are driving a crappy truck, ABS light is on, and the owner operator of the company doesn't want to take care of that light. Don't drive that truck, man. Learn from this. Learn from this, because at the end of the day, it's going to be on you. It's not going to be on anybody else. It's going to be on you because you are the one that's behind the wheel. Anyways, let me get to who's in the neighborhood. Fat Daddy. Good evening, bro. I haven't driven in 5 years. I probably need a refresher course. I'm looking to drive teams with my ex-girl in February. Your opinion? Good thing, but yeah, you gotta, you're a little rusty, bro. So yeah, get in it. Trucker Bill, good evening. Brian, 20, 30 years is still too much. Well, so it's either 110 years or 20 or 30 years. I mean, he can't walk away. That's for sure. He cannot walk away. Bench trucking. That guy had only been driving 2 weeks. His company should have never had him run Colorado passes. Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Alaska trucker, I agree. He needs to be held responsible. Except 110 years is excessive. It shows lack of training and doesn't help getting new people in the industry. If you can lose everything. Yeah, that's true, Alaska trucker. That is true. Um, again, I can't put a number on how much time he should do, but you know, like Brian says, it's still too much. I can't put a number on how much time he should do, but you know, I just know that 110 years is just too much. It's too much. Um, uh, somebody else mentioned that this guy had been driving for two weeks. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. If they put him behind the wheel and send him up there, because I've been there, and uh, I was out of gear going down that hill, and I was just trying to take control of that truck. Did my training come into effect? I don't know. I say no, but I can't really say. My thing was, I need to slow this beast down, and I burned my brakes. Um, and then I finally was able to get it down to seventh gear, and I was panicky. I was everything that you can think of. I had tunnel vision going down, and at the same time, I had cars zooming by me, honking their horns, and stuff like that does not help. Now when someone's in a panic mode, uh, I know a lot of people say, use the off ramps and all that. I didn't see any of that. Because I had tunnel vision. My thing was the dashboard and the front of that truck. How was I going to get this beast just to slow down? And my first reaction was, the brakes, the brakes, the brakes, and then I could see smoke all over the damn place. And finally, I got it to slow down all the way to seventh gear, and think I was going down that hill like maybe 20, 27 miles per hour. But picture that, you're in a panic mode. You're scared as you know what. Cars are zooming by you, honking at you like maniacs, not helping the situation whatsoever. So I understand where he's coming from and what took place, but it's just crazy, 110 years, that's a lot. How much should he do? I can't put a number on it. But He should do some time. That is for sure. I am agreeing with that. I agree with that. He should do some time because I don't know how many people do not tell you in school, protect your license, protect your license. That I know. If the truck is not good, don't drive it. Don't get in that truck if the truck is no good, if the trailer's no good. I know for a fact that the schools have told that dude numerous of times not to do stuff like that. But so if he wants to blame it on the truck, on the trailer, then that's your fault. Um, if you didn't get control of the truck, it's also your fault. So blame it on the company. I don't think the company has anything to do with it. It has to do with that driver. But that's just my opinion. Who am I? I'm not a judge. I'm not God. So, but that's just my opinion. Grumpy the Trucker, what's going on, bro? Yeah, no problem, Grumpy. DJ Phono, happy holidays. These companies are trying to set an example for all truck drivers, and all these big companies are backing up the system so they can start pushing all self-driving trucks. That's another thing, DJ Phono. That is another thing that, I mean, I've been talking to other fleet owners, and what if that self-driving truck, what if their software gets hacked? And let's say there's one or two trucks that are going down that same path. What's going to happen then? How many lives is that truck going to take? That's another thing. I mean, hacking is the thing to do right now. Everybody's getting hacked. So, what makes these people that are making this software for the self-driving trucks think that they're not going to get hacked? If that's the thing, if they're going to use it on thousands and thousands of trucks, these hackers are going to go after that software. And what's going to happen then? Who's going to be at fault? Who is going to claim the life of the people that truck kills because their system shut down? So I know you're saying that the big mega companies are backing this up because they want the self-driving trucks, but this is a lesson that they should learn as well. What happens if their software gets hacked and they have no control over that truck? What happens then? Fat Daddy the Trucker, I agree with you, Vic. But I thought this was a Q&A. We get it. 110 years is too much. Back to answering the comments, please. You got it, Fat Daddy. uh, Pop Targan Trucking. How you doing, lady? Merry Christmas to you and your husband. Jerome Jones. Vic, the money man. The money man. What up? Hope you enjoy your holiday. Yeah, I did enjoy my holiday. Cesar Vargas, sup? Merry Christmas. I'm an owner operator with insurance and tags. Any good places I can lease to in Los Angeles for local? Caesar, what kind of work are you looking for? Dry van, container? What kind of work are you looking for? MDR Elite. How to air up truck without truck being on starting. Joker Wild. Everyone burned their brakes at least once over the 170 in Colorado. Lucky it doesn't happen more. Yeah, that's true. Trucker bills. Some people get lucky, some don't. Yeah, that's true. Trucker bill. Gus, I think they should whack the companies financially and give the driver 5 to 10. Yeah. Cash is King Trucking. What is going on, Cash is King Trucking? You guys don't know Cash is King Trucking, go check out his channel, man. Real cool people. He's got some good videos out there, man. Go check him out. Even if they cut that sentence in half, he's still doing 55 years, which means they're probably dying in prison. Yeah, yeah. 20, 30 years, what people in Colorado do for murder. This was an accident. Bench trucking, that's what I had a debate with Junior Honduras. He works for Prime. He's a trainer over there. And that's what I was trying to explain to him, are they convicting him of a crime or are they convicting him of an accident? Uh, that's that was that was my argument, and it's still my argument to today. Are we convicting him for a crime or an accident? Um, I would consider a crime something done purposely, and an accident, of course, it's not on purpose. So what is it that they're convicting him for? Uh, and that's my argument. It sounds like they're trying to convict him for a crime. Uh, I don't get it. Pop Tart gone trucking. She says he had no priors. Jerome. Okay. Alaska trucker. Well, I gotta get to work. Have a good one, Vic. Last night we hauled freight. Today we are only pulling singles. Get ready for another storm to hit the northwest. Go get it, Alaska trucker. That's my buddy right there, man. He's righteously from Alaska. If you guys don't know, he's righteously from Alaska, and he's up there hauling butt on them ice roads and snowy roads. He uh, he puts out videos, but not as much as we would like, because his videos are crazy up there in Alaska. But he really is an Alaskan driver. He used to be a Swift driver, owner operator, but he went back home and now he's doing it up there. All right, Alaska trucker, we'll see you, bro. Drive safe. Drive van. Do you have a van, or are you just power only? Cesar Vargas, I left my email down below. Send me an email. I'm sure I can hook you up. Uh, if I can't send you work, I have my partner that has plenty of work, so we can get you going, bro. We can get you going. Just let me know if you have a drive van yourself. If not, that's not an issue either. Bench trucking. Okay. What's going on, Kiwi? Long time, bro. Long time. Do you think starting a new authority in the first quarter of 22 is smart, or is it better, or is it a better quarter to start? Uh, Imani Map. I hope I'm pronouncing your first name. Map. It's always a good time. Don't think slow season is not a good time. I How can I put it this way? People have slow seasons because people depend on one company, on one broker. That's why they have slow seasons. If you have a numerous of companies that you can call, a numerous of brokers that you can call, a numerous of load boards that you can look into, you'll never be slow. So for people that claim that they have slow seasons, that's the reason why they have slow seasons. So when is a good time to get in it? Anytime. I'm all for anybody becoming their own boss. And just keep in mind the first maybe 6 months, it's going to be hard because you have to learn the ropes. You have to learn how to book loads, how to speak to these brokers, how to negotiate with them, how to do carrier packages. you know so the first 6 months is going to be a little rough. Once you get the hang of it, it's going to be downhill. But just keep that in mind. There's not a slow season if you don't want it to be a slow season. If you have numerous of connections, you shouldn't have a slow season. Uh, when we so-called had slow seasons, we weren't slow. I had the guys doing different stuff, but we weren't slow. Even if I had to shoot them down to the port to do container work, I would shoot them to do container work. But slow season, uh, again, being an owner operator, you have to be your own boss, not depend on anybody, you know, not depend on this one company or this one load board. You know, have a numerous of companies that you can call, have a numerous of load boards, numerous of brokers you can call. If you do that, you won't be slow. So it's always a good time just to jump in and be your own boss. Jonathan Rivera 732. I wanted to buy a truck, but my gut feeling is saying wait, too pricey. It is. It is. It is. It's ridiculous right now. We're in the market for another truck. We are hurting for another truck. Because the market is so good right now. But oh man, I went to look at a 2018 Freightliner Cascadia. They're asking for 98,000. And then I went and looked at what was it 2017? 2017, they wanted 87,000. That's crazy. But it's like everybody says, right now it's the seller market. If you have it, you can profit right now. Uh, I have a 2008 Freightliner Cascadia with the Series 60 engine. I was offered 82,000 for that truck, and it has almost 2 million miles, and that's what I was offered. Will I get rid of that? No, that's our baby. That's what we started with. So no, I'm not getting rid of it. But yeah, that's what I was offered. So right now the market is for sellers. It's not for buyers. Right now it's ridiculous. You buy a truck and in a year or two you're gonna be shooting yourself in the foot because you'll see the rates on these trucks and you'll see it's a bad choice right now to buy a truck. Delta Force, what's going on, Delta Force? Cash is King Trucking is definitely a crime. He took a truck that wasn't roadworthy down in Mountain and chose to pass up two runaway ramps and kill four people. That's not an accident. Well, again, Cash is King Trucking. I was on that same hill. I think I was like 22, maybe 23 years old on that same hill. Um, I wasn't in gear. Somehow the truck came out of gear. And everybody talks about these runaway ramps, but I was in that same situation. Okay. Did not see them runaway ramps. You know, I had tunnel vision. I was panicking. I was scared. I was sweating up a storm. And my only focus was the dashboard. I was looking at the speedometer and the front of my truck. That's all I was looking at. Them runaway ramps, I did not see them runaway ramps. When I came back up, I seen the runaway ramps. But when I was in that panic mode, I did not see them runaway ramps. Okay, so uh, please, please stop jumping on these signs, these runaway ramps. Okay, when somebody's in a panic mode, they have tunnel vision. they don't see these runaway ramps. It's everybody's jumping on that bandwagon, the runaway ramps. No, I was in that situation. I was in my 20s, and I did not see these runaway ramps. So, uh, is it a crime that he didn't take them runaway ramps? I was there. I was in that panic mode. I had tunnel vision. I did not see them runaway ramps. So, uh, for me, it wasn't a crime. Should he have taken them? If he seen them, yeah. Did I see them? I didn't see them because I was in a panic mode. Okay, I'm jetting down this hill. My truck is burning up because I'm stomping on my brakes trying to slow this beast down. And there's cars passing by me, zooming by me, honking the horn at me, which did not help the situation. So, runaway ramps, please get off of that runaway ramps. Uh, I didn't see him. I didn't see him. Anywho, but thank you anyways. Cash is King Trucking. Power only and ready for the new year, Vic. I will send you an email. Yeah, yeah. Caesar, we'll get you rolling, bro. We'll get you rolling. That's not a problem. DIY, semi trucking, and more. What's going on, DI? There's Cassius King's brother right there. Again, go check out DIY. He's got some great videos, real informal. Want to be an owner operator? You want to start a business? Go check out his channel. He's got a lot of information on that. Permits, stuff that you're supposed to have. So go check out DIY, semi trucking, and more. Kiwi reacts. I'm always watching, but can't chat because I'm driving. Good stuff. Good stuff. Got to work 24/7 to recover from my engine overhaul. Ooh, yeah, yeah. That's a pretty good bill there. Kiwi reacts. Uh, Bench trucking. Good evening from DIY and Cash. Caesar. I'm almost sleeping in my truck, but everything is paid for. Just need to learn the business. Let's go. You got it, Caesar. You got it, bro. We'll get you going. Carl, why you want new? Get old truck and put Detroit Series 60. I wish I could, Carl. I wish I could, but I live in this I love this state. I just hate the people that run this state. I live in California, Carl, and Series 60s are pretty much being taken off these roads. Right now I'm holding my breath because they're saying in 2023 they want these Series 60 engines off the road, but it's still not a stamp on it. So we'll see. But believe me, if it was my choice, yeah, I'd get nothing but Series 60s. Uh, nice engines, they last forever, bro. So, but yeah, Carl, if I could, believe me, but California just will not let us. But we'll see. We'll see. Uh, Eileen the Trucker, what is going on, my brother? There's another YouTuber, Eileen the Trucker. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, that dude is a hustler. Uh, you'll see him 1 month doing dry van, reefer. He does everything. Right now he's been posting videos about the port. So go check out his channel. Definitely go check out his channel. He's a hustler. If you're a one-man gang owner operator, go check out Eileen the Trucker. He spreads his hustle and he's making money. He's making money. So go check him out if you get a chance. Okay, let's see. Map. As a new authority, is there a way to get registered with UIA with only one truck? I'm in Chicago already. 2 rail leased on. I don't know, Map. You would have to go into UIA and call the number. They'll give you more information on that. Bench trucking, Vic. You only have one more year on the '08 in Cali, correct? Um, that's what they're saying, bench trucking. That's what they're saying. But was it a couple of years ago? They said in 2022 they were gonna, send out letters to get rid of these trucks. But I called Sacramento. That's our state capital over here, and they're still up in the air with that. They're still not for sure whether they're gonna make it happen in 2023, which I doubt with everything that's going on, all these containers that need to be pulled out of the port. So I'm crossing my fingers it doesn't come through because I love that engine. That engine is it's the bomb. That engine is no joke. I've put in a whole bunch of money into it. I've pretty much done everything to that engine. Um, I did the bottom of the engine. Uh, I put injectors twice on it. Not because they were going out. Well, the first time they were going out. The second time, um, I had them put in, and then they were rebuilt, right? But they weren't rebuilt for Freightliner. So the driver was driving it, and he said, it's doesn't have that much power, you know. And Series 60s, we all know they got power, They're loud, but they have power. So I was like, okay. So I ended up getting some injectors from Freightliner, and we had them put on. Um, I've done the tranny on it. I've done the clutch, uh, but it hasn't been like back to back where I've done these repairs. It's lasted me, years and years, before I've had to put in money into it. And right now it's almost at 2 million. I don't know the exact miles on it, but it's a good engine. So we're not sure. We're not sure. That's still up in the air. Sacramento's still saying, don't get rid of it yet because there's still not a stamp on that yet. So I'm crossing my fingers that we don't have to get rid of it. Pop Targon trucking, self-driving trucks. I bet they're going to get destroyed by drivers because the drivers need jobs. Not being funny, but I can see Sir Lion's tires and kingpins pulled. How about you? What do you think? Oh crap! Oh man. Well, I've never played a joke on people like that because I, I don't know. I don't know about that. Uh, DIY. Okay. Jesus. Very true. Jerome. Okay. Manny. That's you, brother. Hi, from Bakersfield. Bakersfield in the house. Thanks for being in the neighborhood, Manny. Uh, I tried to chat before. Is it a good idea to get a truck to do some port work after all the huddles? How tough is it to get started? I tried to chat before. Is it a good idea to get a truck to do support work? Yeah, it's a real good time to do support work. Um, it's not hard to get started on port work. That's not the that's not the issue. Believe me. It's hot in here. Let me open this up. It's not hard to do port work. It's not. Um, it's a headache to find out where you're supposed to be at. Ports, they look small, but once you get in there, they're pretty confusing. Um, but as far as trying to start the port work, it's not hard at all. You just got to hook up with somebody that's doing it. But the thing is, to know how to get into the ports, where you're gonna go, where you're supposed to line up at. It's a confusing situation when you first go into the ports. Even if you have a map, it's still a little confusing. My best advice, if you're going into the port for the first time, do not be shy. You know, uh, as soon as you get to the speaker, they give you that ticket and they tell you, go to wherever you're supposed to go, pull out, pull out of the speaker, pull up a little bit, and wait for the next trucker and flag him down and just show him your ticket and tell and ask him, where am I supposed to go? First time here. Believe me, most truckers they want to help you out in the ports. Everybody's trying to get in line. The faster they get there, the faster they get out. But they will stop for you and help you out. So that's my best advice. Don't be shy. If you're gonna get into the port, you're gonna need help, and your dispatcher is not gonna be able to help you unless that dispatcher's been to the port. So the best thing to do is pull that first trucker over, whoever's willing to help you, and ask them, how do I get to this location, and how do I get out of this beast? What's the situation here? How do I get a chassis? Where do I go for a chassis? And where do I have to go pick up my container? Don't be shy. If you are shy, believe me, you're gonna be in that port for 5, 6 hours. You're gonna be chasing your own tail because them ports they're no joke. I always used to say the ports are a city in a city. So if you don't want to be frustrated, have a migraine headache, do yourself a favor, ask for help. The maps are not gonna help. Believe me. Preacher, deaf shortage going on. They may hold off on the band. What band, preacher? Johnson, what's a game plan for a new business owner to take over the scale moving port freight? What's a game plan? Just get in it. That's all I can say. Just get in it. Get in it because there's plenty of work right now at the port. There's more than plenty. Uh, I've gotten so many freaking emails. I just throw them to spam because they're in need. They're in need for some port drivers, some port trucks. But right now, I mean, dry vans are good. The rates are good, so I don't see the need for me to send my trucks into the ports. There's really not a need for me to send them in there. But for everybody else that wants to get into the ports are paying. They're paying great right now. You can't beat the rates right now that the ports are paying. What they used to pay a container to do, let's see, $500 round trip. Right now they're doubling that money right now. It's from 1,000 to 1,100. So if you want to get into the port and make some great money, right now is the time to get in there. It's booming right now in the ports. Raul, what's up, compa? Vato local friend. Happy holidays, bro. Get on, Raul. uh, Thanks. Opinion on rail work. Rail work is good. Work is good. It's just it's the cheapest industry that you can get into when it comes to trucking. It's easy. Don't get me wrong. It's real easy. All the containers are already on the chassis. Just hook up to it, lock the pins, boom, you're in and out of rail. But it's the cheapest. They pay the cheapest. Uh, you're not gonna make much money. You're gonna burn a lot of hours, but you know, is to me rail work because I did rail work for I think 5 or 7 years. I can't really remember here in California, and it was it was an experience, that's for sure. But now that I know what I know, it's the cheapest industry that you can get into as far as trucking. Rail work is the cheapest. Yeah, there's companies that are gonna move the numbers around to attract owner operators and drivers over. But at the end of the day, when you crunch all their numbers and compare them together, they're the same thing. They're the cheapest. They're the cheapest. Um, there's companies that they're barely coming up right now. They might have been dispatching for let's say XPO Hub Group, and now they've come up with their own company. They got all the connections with Hub Group and XPO. So now they've come up with their own company. And what they do is they switch the numbers around. We're going to pay you $50 for the empty uh, from LA to Moreno Valley. We're going to pay you, say, $300, and XPO and Hub Group, they're paying you 250, but they're paying you 100 for the empty. So that's the way they kind of move the numbers around to attract drivers and owner operators. But rail work to me is just, I see it for a person that doesn't have that many bills, older person that doesn't have that many bills, that just wants to cruise it. But if you want to make money, uh, the rail is not really where you're gonna make some money. Jonathan, uh, what is a lucrative business in the trucking industry besides driving the truck people should get into? Jonathan, that's all I know is just trucking. That's all I know. So I couldn't give you any other advice. I'm not an investor. I'm not into all that. All I know is trucking. Uh 34444. What do you think about DD15 2012? It depends. If you're in California, it's no good. If you're out of California, out of the West Coast, it's good. Because 2012, they're gonna be getting kicked out of here as well. They want everything that's 2000. Was it 2000 2015 on up? Anything below that, they're trying to get rid of it. So eventually, they're gonna want you to replace that truck, sell that truck, or they're gonna offer you grants to get rid of it. And I just don't see no point in you buying a truck that you're gonna have to get rid of in a few years. Just a waste of money and time on your behalf. So if you're out of California, it's a good truck. It's a good engine. If you're in California, don't buy it. Like I said, you're gonna regret it in a couple years when these people up there in Sacramento come up with the idea, hey, let's get the industry for some more money. Let's have them get rid of these trucks. So Johnson, would you say hiring a driver to move local freight from the port is a major advantage? This is the way I see it. Uh, if you're an owner operator and you want to grow, in other words, you want to buy more trucks, you want to try to get you a contract, a dedicated contract where you're moving freight all year round. Um, are you going to be able to manage that while you're driving the truck? No. So if you want to grow in your business, if you want to grow in your business, you want to get some contracts. The best way to do it is for you to be out of that truck. You got to pound. pound that computer, pound that phone until you get the right connections. So is it an advantage? Yes, if you want to grow. If you don't want to grow, if your thing is just to drive, because you do have then two different people, some people they just like driving. They want to make their own money. They don't want the headache of or the responsibility of being an owner with a fleet, you know. There's people like that, you know. So it's just what kind of person are you? Are you willing to expand? Are you trying to grow your business? Or are you just trying to keep it a one man gang? Either way, it's a good thing. You're a boss regardless, whether you have one truck or you have a fleet of trucks. You're still your own boss. So that's what you need to ask yourself. Do I want to grow, or do I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, making my own money? I tell a lot of owner operators that only have one truck, they've been doing it for a while. I try to, tell them, why don't you get you a weekend driver, Saturday and Sunday. You make a little extra money, you know. You'll pay for the fuel that you burn the whole week. And believe it or not, most of them say, no, I'm cool. Because they don't want nobody driving their truck, which I understand. And then there's, maybe one or two that say, it's a good idea, but they don't do it because, they want to drive their own rig. And again, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm not knocking anybody for wanting just that one truck, because being a fleet owner, having more than one truck is it's some responsibility. You're gonna get a few migraines, uh, dealing with other people's issues and trying to get them to cover your load. It's a mission. Believe me, it's not as easy as people think it is. So it's up to you, Jonathan. However you want to do it. Okay, let's see. Where do we leave off? Oh, not Jonathan. Johnson. I'm sorry. Mando, saludes. Happy holidays, bro. Raúl. Mando, en busca de un troque para trabajar en el puerto. Any suggestions? Mando, right now, bro, ni le busques. Because, like I was saying, they're too expensive right now, bro. They're too expensive. I mean, si le quieres empezar, you don't own your own truck right now. I mean, it's you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot once the rates go back to normal. So I have a friend that what did he do? I think he went on Facebook or something like that, and he found some owner operators that were selling their trucks. I think he found his truck in Chino, in Chino, and he bought a truck from there. I think it's a 2016 or 15, but it's a day cab with the Cummins engine. It's a Kenworth, and he got it for, I think it was 47,000. So my suggestion, if you're gonna buy a truck, buy it from a fleet owner or an owner operator, bro. Suerte con eso. J2 Trucker, what's up, J2 Trucker? Daniel, can your company name be changed and keep the same DOT? Ah, that's a good question, Daniel. I don't know the answer to that, bro. Uh, Normatic, evening. What's going on, bro? What's going on, preacher? The carb on the road rule that starts 2023. The carb on the rule. Okay, that short is going. Oh, I didn't know anything about it there, preacher. J2 Trucker, how's a burgundy truck running? I remember they turned 1 million miles a while back. It's about to turn 2 million miles out, J2 Trucker. It's running like a champ, bro. It's running like a champ. I'll tell you what happened to it. Was it last week when it rained? We had a big storm down here in California, and I haven't. I want to say I haven't changed them the windshields in the front of that truck since I've gotten that truck. So what happened last week is it started raining and the water got inside the truck and it went into the computer behind the glove compartment. The truck wouldn't turn on, so I had the truck towed. It was funny too. It was funny. I had the truck towed to the shop, and the shop went and bought the computer from Freightliner, brand new. These guys put the computer back. You know, the whole process only took maybe 3 hours. You know, for me to take the truck down there, they checked it out. They took the computer off. They went to Freightliner, got the computer, slapped the computer back on. Now, keep in mind, it only took three hours tops, but it was still raining. So guess what happened? The water got back into the computer. So they aired it out. They waited for it to dry out. So what I had to do was take the truck to somebody that does the windshields and had them take the whole seal off. Took the windshields off. Took I think two of the seals off, and I had patches of the seal that didn't have no more glue. You know, it's 2008 truck, so I don't know when was the last time they resealed it or what have you. But I had patches all over the seal that didn't have no more glue on the seal. And the dude is showing me, you know, okay, we had no more glue right here. This is where your water's coming from. And on the passenger side, there was a piece about that big that didn't have no seal. It was just white with corrosion and water that went through it, you know. So that's what we had to do to that burgundy truck. It was last week. Yeah, last week. So they charged me 2,000 for the computer and labor, and then they charged me $1,000 for the two front windshields, and then the seals that go around the windshields and the frame. But on that truck, I don't mind spending that kind of money because it's a beast. That truck is a beast. Again, it's almost 2 million miles and it's still running like a champ. Eileen Maldonado, what is going on, Chucho? Eileen Maldonado, that's all he does is run ports. That dude is a port maniac. How the ports, Chucho? They busy? Are they busy or are they a headache right now? J2 Trucker. Whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, it is, bro. Joker, wow. We need to replace that political party in control of California with a third party, a party that respects workers' class prosperity. Joker, I wish somebody would hear you out, bro. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this this last year was the only time I voted because it's just it's getting ridiculous over here in California. Big businesses are running out of California. Uh, you know, like Tesla. Tesla ran out because the taxes they're ridiculous over here, you know, and these for better word, want to be for the people, uh Democrats, they don't care. They don't care. Their thing is how can we tax the people even more? And it's just getting ridiculous over here in California. But yeah, I'm all for that. Believe me, Joker. I am all for that. JL, what up, Vic? Man, your info is priceless. Much appreciated. Thanks a lot, JL. Carlos, I wonder if the only way to get empty containers in the port is to work for companies that do both import and export loads. Carlos, I think all the companies, most of the companies do that. Is just, the ports accepting them. That's the issue. Well, you know what? We got a port maniac right here, Alan Maldonado. Alan, are they accepting empties without doing a dual transaction? I hope he's still here. Chucho. But I think most of them do, Carlos. It's just the port, the union people. They're on their high horse like always. And they want more money. They want more money for the work that they do. Uh, do they deserve more money? I don't know. Their job looks pretty easy to me. They walk around with John Wayne's attitude all the time. They're not trying to help truckers out there or nothing. So to me, they just need to put regular people in there and get the unions out of there. And I mean, I hate to see people lose jobs, but then union people in the port, they're something else. I'm telling you, they walk around with the John Wayne attitude, Pancho Villa. I'm Pancho Villa, and you can't tell me Jack, which is it's not good. And that's why they're making these automated ports because then people are they're retarded. They're they have no respect. They're not helpful whatsoever, uh, and they just think their way or no way. And if it's not their way, guess what? They're not going to give you your container. They're going to send you to the end of the line, or they're just going to kick you out of the port. And the security that secures the ports, they're going to take their side. I mean, you could tell them your side, but they still don't care because them pieces of work uh, have more pull than the truckers do. So, me personally, I think they should get them out of there. If they don't make them ports automated, they should at least get a regular company run it, not a union. Because union, they're a bunch of bozos, if you ask me. Looking to start running ports as a new authority. Go ahead, JL. Go check out. I don't know if you've. I'm gonna post this. I got this app, Drea Lines app. It's nothing but for port work. It's an easy app, easy to work with, easy to freaking sign up with. Real cool people over there. Uh, the fees for the port, they'll pay them for you, and they'll deduct them from your check. But you can make as much money as you want, and you can work whenever you want. They're real easy to work with people over there. So go check them out, JL, if you want to run ports. Uh, Pura motita. Raul's got jokes today. That's right, Raul. J2 Trucker, the same over here on the East Coast. So Union Cats are straight jerks. Yeah, they're something else. I mean, I think if they were to get just a company run these ports, uh, they would run better. They would run better. And I think the ports, the unions they're kind of feeling the pressure right now because so far they've already built two or three automated ports over here in California. And what they're doing now is, they're all for self-driving trucks. They're all for um, 2015 trucks on up. Um, they're all for new trucks, period, to be going in and out of the ports. Um, they support this because they know that if they keep building these automated ports, they're not going to have a job. You know, so I'm all for them guys being gone from the ports because union people do not belong in the ports. They're idiots. Union people, if it's not written on their contract, they're not going to do it. You know, I've seen them dudes have a broken hose on their pickup truck and they won't touch it because it's not on their contract. And all it is a bolt that they have to tighten up, but they won't touch it because it's not on their contract. Because they're not mechanics, they're not certified mechanics to touch that engine. They won't put a mud flap on a truck, even though they have a mud flap. They have an extra mud flap on their truck, right? It's on the catwalk, strapped with the strap or what have you. They won't put that mud flap on. A light, a blinker light, they won't put it on their truck because it's not on their contract. That's what union people are about. If it's not written on their contract, they just won't do it. Why do we need them in the ports? It just makes no sense. They're worthless. And I'm sorry if you're a union guy and you know you think your benefits are the bomb. You think your retirement plan is the bomb. But this is the way I look at it. If your retiring plan doesn't kick in to your 60 something years old, how are you supposed to enjoy that money? At 60 years old, you don't want to go nowhere. You're out of tune with what's going on. What are you gonna do with that money at 66 years old? At 60 something years old, you're gonna sit at home, eat popcorn, watch TV all day long, do the front, backyard, whatever, little knickknacks that need to be done at the house. That's it. Enjoy your money now. Enjoy your money now. Be an owner operator. Be your own boss. By the time you get to that age, you're not enjoying life whatsoever. You're gonna grow bored and die bored because you have nothing to do. Enjoy your money now that you're young. Stop being a company driver. Stop trying to think that these benefits are good for you when you're 60 years old. Invest your money right now. Put a little bit of money to the side, 100, $200. You get some extra change, invest that money too, Go into the market, with little stuff, You don't have to go in big, but your money will grow. But enjoy your money now. Don't wait till you're 60 years old. How much sense does that make? It doesn't make sense. That's for the old guys. That was their mentality. Oh, I gotta get into a good company, I gotta get benefits, 401k. That's their mentality. Now, you don't need a 401k. You don't need a retirement plan. You can make your own. You can invest your money. Enjoy your money now. Enjoy life now. Not at 60 something years old. You're not going to enjoy it. I guarantee you're not going to enjoy it. I see it in my mother-in-law and father-in-law. I see it in my mom. I see it in these old people. All they're doing is sitting around at home. Yeah, their home is almost paid off, but that's all they do. Sit around at home, do nothing. They're bored out of their minds. Enjoy your money now, people. Let's see. JJ Trucker, what's going on? Richie Rich. True about the unions, bro. I used to work for Sealand running the ports. Yeah, I know that company very well. And we were Teamsters. It's all political and about the money. They don't care about the truck drivers. Yeah, I know that company. Well, I was mainly talking about that company because I've seen them guys and they were a trip. They would not touch that truck whatsoever. And that's what they would tell me. Uh, I can't touch it. It's not my job. But you need a mud flat. DOT's gonna pull you over. Highway Patrol's gonna pull you over. Yeah, but I can't touch it. Here's a mud flat. You can put it on, bro. Nah, nah, I can't. I can't touch it. I gotta call the company. Company's gotta call roadside, and they have to come and put it on. That's crazy. Yeah. What do you say is best work for day drivers? Port, local runs off the load board. Either or, JL. Either or. Uh, More consistent, less headaches. The ports right now. For you as a dispatcher. For the driver, the ports are going to be more of a headache because they have to be in line to get into the port, to go get a chassis, and then to get their loaded container. So either or. You do load boards, it's going to be more of a headache for you, you know. So it's up to you. Me, uh, I'm already in the headache, so I'm already used to it. So looking at load boards, calling brokers up, calling companies up is just natural to me. In the daytime, in the morning, early in the morning. Uh, I'm hitting the load boards at 4:30 in the morning. I'm calling brokers about the same time. If I can't find loads, but that's that's what I do. You know, Other people have different routines, but that's what I do. Like I said, when you first get into it, first 6 months will be a headache, but once you get the hang of it, it just comes naturally. Like right now, I have two boards, two clipboards. That clipboard is already has jobs for my guys. Has tender sheets, Raycon sheets for my guys for until Friday because I'm not gonna work on Saturday and Sunday. So until Friday, that load board already has Raycon sheets. I have another load board over here. This load board already has from the following week all the way to Saturday. So I try to work 2 weeks ahead, you know. So once this week is over, I'm already working on the second week of January. So by next week, everybody already has their work. I just send them their work. I put it on their app. If they're working for C.H. Robinson, Schneider, who else are we working for? C.H. Robinson, Schneider. We haven't done much of Amazon. I'm not touching Amazon because we don't even have a rate on Amazon right now. I think we're on F because I think 3 weeks ago, I think I booked a load. It was a pretty good load. It was a short load, and my driver couldn't get there, so we had to cancel it, and they gave us an F for that. So we haven't been doing much, but yeah, that's the way I work. In case you wanted some pointers on how I do things. Luis, question. I just got my CDL and wanted to get into a truck. Any suggestions? Luis, well, how much how much training do you have? How much time do you have under your belt, bro? My thing is if you don't have that much time under your belt with your license being behind that wheel, uh, go with a mega company, bro. Somebody that's gonna train you how to drive. Because we all know the schools are not teaching you how to drive. The schools are teaching you how to pass the DMV test. That's it. You still do not know how to drive. So the only way you're gonna learn how to drive is by getting out there in the open road. You know, being in the city is not the way you're gonna learn how to drive. You're gonna hit a whole bunch of stuff: cars, sidewalks, stop signs, poles, docks, walls. So My suggestion is get with the company that's doing over the road that is willing to teach you. Good luck with that, Luis. JJ Trucker, thank you for all the great information you share. I have been watching your past videos all week. Question: what is your truck preference? Make engine transfer. JJ, if you've been watching my videos, bro, you already know. Freightliner. Freightliner is my truck. The reason why, and I mean, as far as tranny and engine, I mean, the tranny's not a big issue for me. The engine is DD13, DD15, Series 60. I might go with the Cummins. Cummins, I mean, they're okay. I don't like. I have a Cummins. I don't like Cummins because they suck up a lot of fuel. But Cummins is a great engine as well. Don't get me wrong. But that's my truck. A Freightliner, DD13, DD15. And the reason why is because anyone can work on them trucks. Everybody knows how to work on that truck. So my thing is, if the truck was ever to break down, anybody can work on it. You go buy yourself a Volvo. There's not too many people that know how to work on it. They'll wing it. They'll put it on some computer, but there's not too many people that work on Volvos. Cummins, there's a lot of people that work on Cummins, but not as much as a DD13 or DD15. So that's why my preference is a Freightliner with a Detroit engine. Period. A Mercedes engine. Everybody knows how to work on them, so you can't lose. You can't lose. Parts are not as expensive as a Volvo part as a Cummins part. But that's just me. Gus F, I'm with you. Enjoy your money now before it depreciates. Yeah, Gus. Yeah, exactly. Darren, it's different now. You can make your own retirement plan. Exactly, Darren and Gus. Exactly. Um, working for a company, period. Working for a company, period, is just, to me, is just not. If you're a truck driver, you did all that study, you did the pre-trip, you did the driving test, you did all that for what? To be a company man? You should be your own boss. You should have your own truck. You should have your own authority. You should be making your own money. You can make great money all by yourself. Working for a company is just, to me, it's just crazy. I don't see it. That's why I pay my guys with a 1099, because they deserve every penny that they make. And when I book them a load, they know the rate con. If they want to see the rate con sheet, I take a screenshot of that rate con sheet and I send it to them. Most of them don't want it because I try to be as honest as possible. I don't think there's been one time that I've cheated anybody. Now, you know what? I'm lying. I cheated myself because one of my owner operators, his truck was down and I let him use my truck. And I charged him just like he was driving his own truck. So I cheated myself, if anything. So, yeah. Being a company driver, having your CDLs, to me, is just the worst of the worst. But that's just my opinion. I'm just one guy that has an opinion that maybe a lot of people don't agree with. But to me, if you have a CDL, you should be your own boss. You should be making your own money. You should have your own health plan. You should have your own little investments, your retirement investments. You should be enjoying your money. You shouldn't have to have a company tell you you have to be here 5 days out of the week. If not, we're going to cut your benefits. a lot of people, a lot of these company drivers, I trip out on them. They say, well, I get days off with pay. Okay. How much are they paying you for that day off? $150. Wow. 150. We don't even make $150 on one load. You know, we oh man, we triple, quadruple that amount. You know, my guys, my company drivers are not making that kind of money, but to each his own. But a lot of people they jump on that. Holidays are paid. I get days off with pay. Yeah, that's fine. Uh, what does your check look like at the end of the week? 7, 8, $900. Wow, good thing for you. Pat yourself in the back for that. But to me, that's just not what a truck driver, Class A CDL holder should be making. uh, After all that studying, after the pre-trips, after the driving test, after sweating up bullets trying to pass this test, it's not worth being a company driver. You should be your own boss. You should be an owner operator. You should be making a whole bunch of money for yourself and for you to enjoy, invest, have your own health plan, all that good stuff, all that good stuff, and have money to play with that on the side. But that's just me. Okay, Darren, what's the turnaround time in the port for one load? Darren, it just depends on what load you go. I mean, what port you go to. Uh, some can take an hour, some can take 6 hours, 7 hours. You know, it just depends. Depends how long the line is to get into the port. If there's chassis, if your slot is open where your container is at. There's a lot of variables that take place when it comes to going into the ports. So time is not predictable when it comes to the ports. Let's see. 702 trucker. When do you think the price of trailers is going down? To be honest, 2023 January. That is my prediction. Why am I throwing that number? Do I have any facts to back my prediction up? I don't. I'm just I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. 2023 January, from January to June. That's when we'll see the change of the market. Grumpy trucker, enjoy your money now. Enjoy your life before the Green Reaper puts you out of service. There you go. That's a good way of putting it, Grumpy Trucker. JL, my mission is to be loyal to my drivers like you. Thanks again. You dropping real game. Feeding truckers on holidays. Respect, bro. Yeah, JL. I mean, believe me, you know, if you are transparent with your drivers, your turnaround when it comes to losing drivers and trying to hire drivers will be zero to none. So if you're honest with your drivers, they're not going to leave you, bro. They're going to stick around for the long haul. JJ Trucker, when buying a used truck, what mileage range are you comfortable with? The 400 to 500,000. Carlos, who is your suggestion for leasing a truck, and what is the amount I need for the investment of a truck? Who is your suggestion for leasing a truck? I don't know. I don't know, Carlos. I couldn't tell you that. What is the amount I need to invest? Um, I always tell people here in America, money is not really an issue. What is the issue is your credit. So if your credit is up to par, you pay zero down. Uh, Again, credit here is everything. Uh, you shouldn't come out of pocket with anything. You should play with the bank's money. That's always been my theory with my business. If I can play with the bank's money instead of playing with my own money, I'm gonna play with their money. Yeah, I'm gonna pay monthly fees. I'm gonna pay interest rates, but it's not my money. It's their money. So put it this way: if I have a credit card that has 5,000, and I had 5,000 in the bank, the interest rate on this credit card is 22%. I'm gonna play with their money because guess what? Once a month, the payment on that credit card is gonna be what? 130, 140 bucks. I only got 5,000 in the bank. Why should I put all this money into putting down for a down payment on the truck when I can use this credit card? Here's your down payment. I still have my $5,000. This $5,000 is for me to enjoy. That's the way I look at it. So money to put down on a truck, I don't do that. I play with somebody else's money. Carlos, and thank you for your time. Yeah, no problem, Carlos. The Grumpy Trucker, do you still have the box truck? Yeah, we're still running the box truck. Nazir, hello, guys. I hope you guys have a good holiday. You too, Nazir. J2 Trucker, exactly 700 to 800 can be made easy in one day with your own truck locally versus 1 week company driver. Yeah, J2 Trucker. I mean, just doesn't make sense. Company drivers, they're stuck on that old mentality, that they have to jump on with the company that's going to give them benefits, 401k, they're going to match you dollar to dollar and all that good stuff. But they don't know any better. And I hope they can see this, that if you want to make money, you have to be your own boss. Um, if you want to make money, you have to buy your own truck. You have to get your own authority. Uh, you have to take on that responsibility of being your own boss. Everything comes with consequences. Being your own boss, you're gonna have more of a headache because you don't know the job and you're new at it. You're trying to find advice. You're trying to find people to guide you. Uh, but eventually, you'll get there. Once you get there, you'll see the money raking in, rolling in, and you'll be a happy man. And then you'll take on the next challenge, which is healthcare, buying your own healthcare. And then you'll take on your next challenge. Well, I need this money to work for me while I'm working to get more money. So now you're taking on another challenge to invest your money. But once you get it, it's all down the hill. You'll be straight. But it's just getting it started. That's the thing. Nazir, I have a quick question. One of the guys who want to sell me MC had the MC for 20 years. It's clear for 20,000. Is that worth it? Nazir, I heard of people doing that. I don't know the prices of them, but I mean, I would say that's a lot of money. But I don't know the prices, but I've heard of people selling their stuff like that. Louise, newbie, Omar, just got my CDL. Any good port jobs out there for me? Uh, have you done the port, Omar? Um, do me a favor. Are you from LA, Omar? Do you live out there? Because I have a friend that he's always looking for port drivers. He's down there in LA. Good dude. He's got it down packed. Uh, he pays good. I think he said 13. If you're a company driver, he'll pay you 1,300 for the daytime and either 1,500 for night. if you work nights. Yes, I stay in Cudahy, 710 and 105. Yeah, I know exactly where that's at, bro. My mom lives in uh, 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 not Southgate, Downey, Downey. Uh, do you do ports, Omar? Have you ever done the ports? You ever went in there? Anyways, Omar, my email is, I'm gonna leave it down below. Send me an email, bro. I'll hook you up with this. Oh man, I don't even have my phone. I'll hook you up with this guy. He's right there in Long Beach, bro. He does a lot of ports, and he's always looking for drivers. Uh, Mr. CAGC. Hi, Vic. I'm looking for a driver in LA area, and I pay good. I just got my CDL last week. I haven't worked yet. Yeah, send me an email, Omar. Uh, let's see if we can work something out with my friend over there. Mr. Gag C. What kind of driver are you looking for? Dry van, container, flatbed. Oh, shucks, an hour and 31 minutes. I think this is the longest video I've ever done. This is a nice Q&A. I appreciate all you guys coming in here and dropping your suggestions and your questions. Reefer work. Well, we got Omar right here. I don't know how new of a driver you are able to take, but Omar is looking for a job. He just got his license last week. So, Mr. Gag C, maybe you guys want to send each other texts right now. Maybe you guys can communicate and see what you guys can do. So, anyways, fellas, I just want to do a Q&A with you guys. Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys. I think we're going to cut this video short now. It's an hour and 32 minutes. That's pretty long for me. If you're out there driving, drive safe, be safe. And if I have one more truck, I'm trying to get Amazon Flex contract. What do you think? They will give me a contract for one truck? I was concerned. Nazir, they will give you a contract, bro. Omar, can you see this guy's email? Here, I'm gonna try to repost it for him. Transporting at Gmail. I believe that's it. CG transporting at gmail.com. Omar, hit up this guy. You never know. Here, let me see if it. Yeah, I posted. There you go. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Gag. See, Omar, hit that guy up. CG transporting at gmail.com, and maybe you guys can hook up. Maybe he can give you a job, bro. Anyways, thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for your questions, your suggestions. Appreciate all you guys. Again, if you're out there driving, drive safe, be safe, and we'll see you guys in our next video.